Good morning. You are welcome to another edition of Import Export Platform, Facebook Live from 3Team Pest Trade Academy. We'll continue from where we left up yesterday. Remember, yesterday we started discussing the starting and managing export business, the problem, and we are in 79 today, part 79. And as I was saying, that we might ended up in about 100, and that would be a very good one. So we'll have a series of training that have up to about part 100. Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon is a major challenge. I will try to have a recap of what I discussed yesterday. Then I will take it up from there. I said yesterday that human exposure to PAH occur in three ways: inhalation, dermal contact, and consumption from contaminated food. And between 88 to 98% of the source of PAH in human body is from food, is from diet. Processing of food at high temperature by grilling it, roasting it, frying it, smoking it, all of them generate PAH. But some PAH are very potent carcinogen, where some are not so much of a problem. I'll be looking at the various PAH this morning. The actual level of PAH in smoked food depends on several variables in the smoking process, including the type of smoke generator. What are you using? Is it wood? Is it gas? Is it charcoal? Is it different options? About 4 options we'll be looking at today. The composition of smoke and the condition of processing affect the sensory quality, shelf life, and wholesomeness of the product. The potential health hazard associated with smoked food may be caused by a carcinogenic component of wood smoke and the derivative of PAH like nitro PAH and oxygenated PAH are one of the what have been implicated or seen when such food is tested. And yesterday I mentioned benzoapyrene, that is a major contributor to the overall burden of cancer. Now, and I ended up yesterday talking about a research that was done with catfish, and that the catfish was processed with sawdust, with firewood, with charcoal, and with oven. Now, they were processed with different smoke generator, and that also led to different effects. Now, PAH that were found in this sawdust, firewood, charcoal, oven dry include naphthalene, acinaphthalene, acinaphthalene, fluorine, phenanthrene, anthracene, fluorantine, pyrene, benzoatrazine, chrysine, benzofluorantine, benzofluorantine B, benzofluorantine K, benzoaparine, dibenzoanthracene, benzopyrene, and pyrene rather. Now, each of these were measured using sawdust, firewood, charcoal, oven dry. And we found out that the total microgram of PAH in sawdust was 2,058 microgram per kg. 2,058 microgram per kg. That is for sawdust. For firewood, 1,320 microgram per kg. 1,320 microgram per kg. Each of them have different figure, but the summation. Charcoal, 1,136 microgram per kg. 1,136 microgram per kg. Then oven dry, 332 microgram per kg. Now, don't think that oven dry is the best yet. Don't think so yet, because it's lower. It's lower. The lowest is oven dry, followed by charcoal, followed by firewood, followed by sawdust. But don't assume that is the best yet. Let's take it one by one. As discussed earlier, all PAH are harmful to human health as they have been found to be carcinogenic. However, benzoaparin has been found to be most harmful. But in the three I talked about, benzoaparin were not detectable. Benzoaparin were not detectable. In this particular research, benzoaparin were not detectable using sawdust, wood, charcoal, and oven dry for smoking. But up until July 31st, 2014, the maximum acceptable benzoaparin in food was 5 microgram per kg. But from September 2014, European Union reduced it to 2 microgram per kg, benzoaparin, 2 microgram per kg. Now, in the one we just looked at, benzoaparin was not detectable. Benzoaparin was not detectable. In the last one we looked at, benzoaparin was not detectable. Now, European Union in September 1, 2014 stated that benzoaparin, benzoanthracene, chrysine, benzofluorantine should not exceed 12 microgram per kg combined. Now, remember before, they said benzoaparin was 5. They reduced it to 2 in September 2014. That same year, they now said that benzoaparin plus benzoanthracene plus chrysine plus benzofluorantine, if you add the amount in microgram per kg in any food item, should not be more than 12 microgram per kg. This took place September 1, 2014. Even though the result from the table that we read before showed that oven dry for catfish was better than other form of smoking because it contained the lowest level of PAH. However, if you subject this result to the standards set by European Union Commission for Food, criteria show that only one of them is good enough. And I will show you which one now. The collective maximum level of benzoaparin, benzoanthracene, chrysine, and benzofluorantine set by the Commission was supposed to be 12 microgram per kg. But if you look at that table, the table I mentioned earlier, you will notice that, look at this. For sawdust, benzoanthracene is non-detectable. Firewood, benzoanthracene is non-detectable. Charcoal, benzoanthracene is non-detectable. Oven dry, it is 20.4. Chrysine, sawdust, 23.1. Firewood, 5.5. Charcoal, it is not detectable. Oven dry, 8.9. Benzofluorantine, sawdust is non-detectable. Firewood, non-detectable. Charcoal, non-detectable. Oven dry, non-detectable. Benzoaparin, sawdust, non-detectable. Firewood, non-detectable. Charcoal, non-detectable. Oven dry, non-detectable. If you then look at the total of the 4 PAH stated in the EU regulation for sawdust, it is 23.1 microgram per kg. If you look at that total for PAH for firewood, it is 5.5 microgram per kg. If you look at that also for oven dry, it is 29.3 microgram per kg. If you look at it for charcoal, it is non-detectable. That basically says that if you are exporting an item that will be smoked dry to EU, you cannot use sawdust to smoke dry it. You cannot use oven to smoke dry it. You can only use charcoal, which is non-detectable, or firewood, which is just about 5.5% of the 4 PAH microgram per kg. What is this telling you exactly? This is basically telling us that as far as EU is concerned, smoke dry fish, firewood are better than sawdust fish and oven dry. So the next time you want to buy smoked fish, ask the owner, producer, try to investigate how does he smoke this fish. What does he use to smoke dry the fish? Is he using sawdust? That's not good. Is he using oven? And many people use oven. That's not good. He should be using charcoal fired, or he should be using firewood. You know, when you look at what we consume in Nigeria, from the corn you buy on the street to the plantain, smoked plantain, charcoal smoked plantain that you buy on the street, to the suya that you buy on the street, they are all not too good for our health. Nobody is measuring the level of PAH in those products. You know, the first time I detected this, I stopped taking suya. Straight up. Straight up. Because suya for me is even worse. It's meat. And over time, when I get to learn also about red meat, I just stop completely. Just stop completely. Why? You know, as you grow old, you need to begin to be much more mindful of what you eat. If you are still a teenager or under 30, maybe you can afford it. But you grow old, in your mid-age, in your 40s and 50s, don't allow what you are eating to eat you up. In fact, as a young person, you are better off because it gives you more vigor, strength, so that you don't just eat rubbish. And the religious issue is that nobody is watching this in our environment. And that's just the most painful thing for me in Nigeria. Nobody is watching this thing in our environment. People just do whatever they like, and the health of people are being affected, but nobody is watching it. It's so unfortunate. It's so bad. So bad that nobody is watching it. People can sell all sorts in the market. If you go to the market, you see the way even the food that human beings are purchasing are being displayed. Sometimes even for the fish and the meat, you see the ants playing on it and enjoying themselves. And they will use the knife to chase them away. People will go there and still buy. You know why people are buying? It seems as if there is no choice. But I always say that you always have a choice. I can afford to eat without meat or fish. Why? I know for a fact that, look, our alimentary canal as human being is designed to be herbivore, not carnivore. Our alimentary canal, our digestive system is more towards herbivorous animals than carnivorous animals. So, you know, I was reading a book some times ago. Let me just talk about this. Just a digression on this health issue. I was reading a book some time ago. Maybe you want to read that book. The book is titled Never Be Sick Again. Never be sick again. Never be sick again. The book is titled Never Be Sick Again. Why? And the book says there is only one disease, 2 causes, and 7 pathways. There is only one disease, 2 causes, and 7 pathways. This one is caused by either toxicity in the system or deficiency in the system. Either it's caused by toxicity in the system or deficiency in the system. Toxicity meaning deposit of waste that because of a lot of things you consume that the body cannot digest, and they remain in the body as a waste, and they become toxic because the rate of bringing them in is much than the rate of taking them out. Remember, we are discussing starting and managing export business. We're looking at the problem of food, and I'm trying to give us an insight into why the West are against some of the food we sell. They're against it. They have done a lot of research, and they know the implication of all this on the health of their citizens. So, if the disease rather is caused by toxicity or deficiency. Deficiency means there are not enough minerals in the body, not enough nutrients in the body. Why? You know, we eat a lot of stuff, but most of the stuff we eat have lost their nutrients. Most of them are just chaff, useless. But we eat them anyway. Why? That is why it's available. But a number of them have lost their nutrient. A number of them have lost their nutrient. But we eat them anyway. The one disease that human beings have is called the cellular malfunction. Cellular malfunction. Which is as a result of either toxicity or deficiency. Deficiency means you don't have enough minerals, protein, amino acid, glucose, vitamins, minerals in the body, especially vitamin and minerals. Because protein, you take that regularly, carbohydrate, you take that regularly. Vitamin and mineral are the major issue where we have deficiencies. So, and these make the cell to malfunction. When the cell malfunction, it is called disease. Cellular malfunction is called disease. The pathways to toxicity and deficiency are 7. From nutrition to toxin to psychological to physical to genetic to medical. Different issues leading to deficiency and toxicity. So nutrition is a big one in this. Nutrition is a big one. What we eat. And it is recommended that there are 4 big, it's called the big 4, that if you are going to avoid some meal, try to avoid these 4 in your meal as much as possible. As much as possible. Avoid these 4 in your meal as much as possible. Why? Because of their implication. Because of their implication. Implication on us. Because what you eat might be eating you up. What you eat might be eating you up. Number 1. Sugar. Number 2, hydrogenated fat like margarine. Number 3, milk. Number 4, flour. You know, each time I talk about this at any event, people are always asking me, Daily, so what are we going to eat? And I said, go and check. Now there are still other things you can eat. I digress a little so that we can understand exactly what is going on in our society, how we'll be made to believe some things about what people want to sell, and they sell it to us as if it's the best thing that ever happened to you. They sell it as if it's the best thing that ever happened to you, such that if you are not able to, it's like, no, you don't even know what is going on, you don't even know what you're doing. Yeah, because you are not eating things that really could be actually dangerous to your health. Is what you are eating you up. Is what you are eating you up. Now, these are the problems and challenges that we face in export. Especially for people that have to deal with food item. Food item. PAH is real. PAH contributes to the overall burden of cancer. You want to make conscious effort to ensure that you reduce the burden of PAH in your body. So, that burnt food, don't eat it again. If you eat burnt food, you are taking in PAH. As much as possible, reduce anything you are consuming that is produced or smoked or roasted from wood and gas. Grilled meat is not good for your health. Grilled. Maybe barbecue will even be better than grilled meat. Because in grilling, you have to use oven. Ladies will correct me if I'm wrong. You know? Grill meat. Grill meat. But if it is barbecue, probably makes sense because they are going to be using charcoal. They're going to be using charcoal. If charcoal is used, it's fine. But as much as possible, avoid. Stuff made of or do from firewood. Firewood is the worst, actually. Firewood is the worst because of the smoke, that dark smoke that come out of it. The smoke from wood of charcoal is still a lot better than firewood. So firewood is just out of it completely. Out of it completely. But if you are going to be exporting any product of Nigeria and you are going to the EU, you now know exactly what you should be using to fire your factory, to fire whatever it is you are producing, so as to ensure that at the end of the day, you do what is expected of you to do in terms of the quality of the product you are shipping. Remember, this is Import-Export Platform, Facebook Live from 3 Impest Trade Academy. My name is Dele Ayemibo. This video is available on our YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Bamidele Ayemibo. Or you can also visit 3T Impest TV. On this YouTube channel, you can get to see all the videos. Remember, this is part 79. So the part 1 to part 79, you see them on the YouTube. As you visit that YouTube channel, please remember to share the video with your friends and relatives. Subscribe. Click on the notification bell, like the video, and drop your comment before you leave our page. See you in the evening by 6 p.m. as we continue the conversation, starting and managing export business, part 80. Part 80. I will still be discussing problems, but this time around I will change gear. I'll be studying problem on a general scale, and I'll be talking a lot about principles that we need to use to drive our business. You know, you will face problems as a business person, but what you need to learn is to know principles that should guide your operations. If you work with the right principle to guide your business operation, you don't get worried, perturbed, or disturbed because of those challenges. So I will spend a lot of time. I will go a little bit away from core discussion on export. I will spend a lot of time discussing what I call principles, major principles that should guide anyone that wants to do business, especially the business of exportation. Especially the business of exportation. And we might spend some days also discussing that. So I'll be talking about different principles. I call them export business principles. It will be more like tackling problems, tackling export problem using principles. You know, we are talking about problem, then we are now providing solutions. So it's like solutions. So it's like discussing the export business solution. So it will be starting and managing export business, problems, solution to the problems, solutions to the problems, solutions to the problem. And in talking about solution to problem, I'll be using different principles. I will list the problems and then use different principles to be able to solve those problems. It's going to be another amazing journey, maybe for another 5-6 episodes. We're going to be just talking about principles that I strongly believe if they can be imbibed, it will help a lot to be able to grow your business. If this principle can be imbibed, it will help a lot to be able to grow your business. Thank you very much for listening. See you in the evening. Bye for now.